For the third time in 3 days, US President Donald Trump marched away with credit for having stopped Operation Sindoor and bringing peace to India Pak borders. While both India and Pakistan have not officially acknowledged the role of the US administration, but Trump certainly loves taking the credit.
Just days ago, my administration successfully brokered a historic ceasefire to stop the escalating violence between India and Pakistan. And I used trade to a large extent to do it. I said, fellas, come on, let's make a deal. Let's do some trading. Let's not trade nuclear missiles. Let's trade the things that you make so beautifully.
Given its poor economic condition, Pakistan had all the reasons to stop the war. A reason why it reached out, as media reports suggest, to not only America but other countries as well, to seek their intervention in stopping the conflict. But India, which was having an upper hand at the time when Pakistan made that SOS call, had no reason actually to stop the conflict. A question that many are raising as to why India agreed at a time when the Indian armed forces were very close to a decisive victory in demolishing the balanced 12 terror camps that operate on Pakistani soil. Though India lost 5 of its brave soldiers and 1 BSF Jawan is still in Pakistani custody, the performance put up by the Indian forces is something that is remarkable, showing that it has upgraded technology to the level where it can meet any challenge from any side, and that's what was demonstrated successfully. Prime Minister Modi reached out to the Adhampur base, went over there, congratulated the soldiers, and ensured that their morale remains high. Even as the Tiranga Yatras start across the country and people start celebrating, there will be questions that will be asked as to what next. Have we got an insurance from Pakistan and the rest of the world that the balanced 12 terror places which operate on Pakistani soil, which the Indian forces have identified and marked, will they be stopped? Will Pakistan cooperate hereon to ensure that cross-border terrorism is stopped? These are the questions that still continue. The Indian armed forces are back to the drawing boards to be able to analyze what went wrong, what went right, and what can be done to ensure that Indian borders are protected better in the future. And this is something that is a continuous learning process. While the people of India, heaving a sigh of relief, are celebrating the success of Operation Sindoor, showing the dominance of our Air Force and the Army. But to misuse it for political gains is something that many are questioning. There have been reports that some of these celebrations are now turning into political rallies, and that's something which certainly the people of India do not like. They do not want to mix the forces with politics of India, and that's something very unfortunate. A sad comment by a member of Legislative Assembly of Madhya Pradesh is something that raises questions as to, is this jingoism going to stop ever?
बेटियों के सिंदूर उजाले थे, वही कटे पिटे लोगों को हमने उन्हीं की बहन भेज करके उनकी ऐसी की तेजी करवाई। एक बार मोदी जी के लिए जोरदार ताली बजाएं। उन्होंने कपड़े उतार उतार के हमारे हिंदुओं को मारा, और मोदी जी ने उनकी बहन को उनकी ऐसी की तेजी करने हमारे जहाज से उनके घर आए।
We saw attacks earlier on several people when this national fervor was built up. But will the next 10 days pass off peacefully is a question, because given the statement that the minister of the Madhya Pradesh government made, it looks like it could be once again an attack on the minorities. India is secular, and we all need to celebrate all these things together, and this is something which we need to remember even in this celebration, that India fought this war together and will continue to fight any challenge in the future together. Vijay Grover, Bangalore.